Why did you watch it or read it?
I don't know, it was like...
Why did you like it?
I thought this was a judgment-free zone.
No, but that's part of the conversation.
Yeah, you gotta tell us the
prompt
reason.
was, what not good anime did you like?
Well,
so we already know why it's not good.
It's NTR.
Why did you like it?
Welcome to the Nothing But Filler podcast. We have Francis, Niam, and Alon.
Yeah, what happened? What'd you do today?
A lot of energy to make some Gundams.
Yeah.
Whoa. Wow.
JoJo poses.
Yeah, I learned about Gundam
Are
today.
these JoJo poses?
Yeah, dude. Any pose can be a JoJo pose.
I mean, this is literally the One Piece pose.
There are many poses similar to it.
I guess it could also mean Black Power.
We popped your Gunpla cherries today.
I know. Yeah, that's one way to put it.
How was it?
Fun. Cool.
Yeah, it was actually pretty fun making these things.
I specifically remember Francis being like, why is there so many pieces?
I didn't say that.
After he completed one arm, there's like 40 pieces
No.
left.
I had gotten to the end of page 1 and I was like, whoa! I made the head, I made the torso, and I made some arms. Why are there so many pieces left?
Yeah. Weren't you at some point like, wait, why are they separate? Can't they just put them together?
You had to really be there. There's a really cool event in Irvine of Gundam pop-up. You can make your own mini Gundam figure for free.
Was it like a month long? I think it was.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it
February
went on for a whole month.
something.
I even said to you guys, hey, there's a Gundam pop-up for a month. We should plan on going.
We did.
Yeah, after I then said, hey, it's closing now. Should we go?
It's actually
timing.
amazing. The Gundam fan is the one that didn't really want to go.
Are you okay, Keith?
I wanted to go the whole time. What do you mean?
I watched Gundam 00 as it aired.
I'm a huge fan of the one Gundam series I've watched.
And I specifically remember Shining Finger from G Gundam,
Yeah, see?
despite not really watching it.
We're actually a real Gundam fan.
I also played the Gundam PlayStation game, PlayStation 1. And you know what? I did not pick Big Zam.
Man, I did not know of your game, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I was not familiar with your game. What
Yeah,
were
that
you going
one.
for? Yeah. It's okay. I work double as a translator too, a long translator.
As long as the message gets
Yeah.
across, it doesn't really matter.
I'm gonna go on a slight tangent. Gotta get Dojon to make anime more efficient. We gotta cut all the crappy anime coming out and get only the good ones.
What crappy anime? There's no crappy anime.
Ooh, that's
Oh,
Oh,
I know.
Zenshu, bro.
I could name.
Zenshu,
guys are so impatient. If Steins Gate was airing today, you would have dropped it by episode 3.
No, because there's a scientific part to it that I really like.
I thought you hate sci-fi.
Oh, that's true. You did say you hate sci-fi
I do hate sci-fi.
and fantasy.
Yeah. But tech-related stuff like that just gets to me.
Y'all, if you look at sentiments, anyone who's stuck around, it just improves so much. You kept on watching as it was a
The dozens of them.
monster of the week type of thing, which is only like 4 weeks, 3 weeks. The story right now is great as it's about to end in, I think, next week.
You tell us. We're not watching.
Great, it's in a good spot. It's got, I think it does something that current mainstream isekai do not do. It's not a power fantasy. It's not some kind of Mary Sue type character who's just perfect, making all these, these wins like Kirito or what other
What other ones are there?
Rudy's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mushoku
yeah.
Tensei. Wait, Mushoku Tensei is also not...
Maybe that's not a good example. But there's no power fantasy. It's just person getting transported to another
I
world.
could have sworn in the first couple episodes she kind of solves the problem all on her own with her own power.
I'm just saying
It doesn't necessarily solve the entire problem. She knows there's a problem, and it's not solving the entire thing. It's just one fight.
I'll give it to you on that, sure.
And being aware of what's going to happen in this movie doesn't necessarily solve the problem that she's trapped there, you see. And not everyone's treating her like a messiah either. Everyone treats her like, a normal person or someone to be wary of.
thought it was really funny to say, it's not like the old Mary Sue types where you have this perfect protagonist, like Rudius.
Perfect. Every way possible. Rudius did nothing wrong.
There's a difference. That was more of a power fantasy. That guy has total power fantasy. Trope, man.
All I know is Francis is under the team Rudius did nothing wrong.
I don't even like Mushoku Tensei. I don't watch it. I don't partake.
But that's the first one you thought of.
I can't really say Subaru is exactly a power fantasy kind of character. It's like,
That's the
Oh,
point.
from ReZero?
yeah, of course. So it's like, who else can I shit on right now?
I was
You can shit on
telling-
And I feel like he shits on himself so many times already.
The show shits on him, pretty much.
Rightfully.
So what if I keep watching Zenshu and I just don't like it still?
I mean, maybe you just have bad taste.
I think you just have contrarian taste, man.
No. I give a lot of benefit to any original anime.
So do I. That's why I stuck around for 3 episodes.
That is not a benefit.
That is a benefit. That's a pretty big benefit.
That is a common courtesy at best.
Yeah.
I watched
There's a lot of
all
anime
of
I won't
Blast
give
Lit
it.
as it aired, and all of what was it, Moyoiga.
Wow, so you just watch bad shows.
I was gonna
No.
say Mega Nibu, perhaps.
I would never watch Mega Nibu.
The line you draw is just, it's impossible to tell where it's going.
That's not true. I
It's
watched
not
those
really much
shows-
of a line. It's more like
I
a
watched them
geometry
fully
puzzle.
in order to judge them fully. You have no attention span for judgment.
Bro, I had a completely open mind the first 3 episodes. Let me tell you, when I was watching with 2 other people, they were like, "Bro, we gotta drop this show. This is just ass."
What did
I'm
you
like,
not
we
like about
we
the
have
show?
to
What did you
watch
guys
at
not
least
like
3
about
episodes.
Zenshu?
It was Monster of the Week. It was boring. It didn't seem like it was going anywhere fast. It just felt like it had really weak characters that I didn't really care about too much. And I feel like the setup kind of like fought itself. I thought it betrayed my expectations, but not in a good way. Like I thought it was going to be something about the animation industry, something about,
That's fair.
whatever
That's a
Mappa's doing.
fair point. You're
Yeah.
going in expecting some commentary on the workforce of.
Something like that. And to get just like an Isekai Monster of the
Surprise,
Week.
it's an isekai.
Yeah.
It's Monster of the Week for 3 weeks. The characters are shallow because it's based on a terrible animated movie from the 90s. But
So they made it bad on purpose. That doesn't mean it's good.
no, it really dissects into it. I liked how it played on tropes of like, oh man, this is really a classic anime. Came out in the 90s, the archetypes are there, but really it then goes deeper. What's that term again?
Subverts.
Subverts. It subverts a lot of things, and you learn more about the characters, about these psyches. I like that deconstruction. It just takes time, and you guys didn't stick around.
Honestly, the
past
main-
3 episodes.
I'll tell you this much. For the 3 episodes, it was like, okay, I definitely am not pushing to watch any more of it. But like, I was telling him, I'm like, by the end of the season, it might end up being like, hey guys, this was actually like anime of the season, but
I wouldn't call it anime the season.
well, see,
There's
because
other
it was
anime
bad.
out there. No.
So,
Because there's other great anime.
and there's a lot of anime.
Yeah,
What else are you guys watching from this season?
Orb.
That's
true.
What
That's
else?
second season.
Orb
not
is this
fair because
season.
that is the orb of the season.
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 Apothecary Diaries.
Anime of the season.
Yeah.
Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries.
Absolutely
Diaries.
great.
Still good.
Dr. Stone, actually great this season. Last season was kind of ass.
I didn't watch last season.
Last season was about the island. It was so ass.
I've been watching Wait, hang on.
Wait.
Golden Comedy?
Yeah.
Golden Comedy, guys?
Golden Kamui of the season?
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching it this season, so I guess. I'm not watching
Dragon Ball
Zenshu. I guess I
Daima.
got... Oh, yeah, Daima.
Childhood fun, I guess. Yeah. Dragon Ball. Back to Dragon
Yeah,
Ball.
if you want to watch something that references 90s anime, just watch Daima.
You're asking me to watch a sequel of a 90s anime, basically, to see something with references to 90s anime?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. The only non-sequel you're watching is Orb.
Yeah. So,
Oh, man.
did we try anything else?
Is there anything wrong with it? It's a fantastic show.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
no,
it's a really good show.
Yeah, it's just,
I'm
There's
watching.
just nothing else worth really watching.
there is so much else
I'm
worth watching.
watching so much. I'm watching Solo Level. I'm watching 100
Oh, yeah,
Girlfriends.
Solo Leveling. That's right. My God,
Okay.
how did I forget? 100 Girlfriends.
You know?
The
My
greatest.
friend told me that it's a great anime. It's
He
that
was
I
right.
should catch up.
He was right.
And oh boy. Oh boy. I wonder if he's gonna get 100 eventually.
That's the whole premise, bro. That's the whole point of the show. What do you mean? Of course he
Literally
is.
destined to have 100 girlfriends. who
Manga is
just
gonna
really,
have
really...
so many characters.
It's like asking if they're gonna find the One Piece in One Piece.
They're gonna have so much characters on screen, more than One Piece at a time, probably.
Yeah, okay. How's the character development in 100 Girlfriends?
Pretty good, actually.
Excellent.
You know,
read, like,
a lot of the
5
girls still
chapters.
get a lot of screen time.
Oh, sure.
Actually, for that bad. A little bit degenerate.
Are they all unique and different, but not flat and archetypal?
Some play
They
in.
follow the archetypes of the characters you want,
Huh?
but they subvert a lot of things and they go a
Oh,
little
so
bit deeper into the
That's
characters.
true. Does it happen in the first 3 episodes?
Yeah, but it.
Oh yeah, it does. I
yeah.
guess my argument's dead.
You know, some shows.
They
could
really
have-
do get to it like right away. It takes 5 minutes to get to
I
the.
think there's an argument. The 3-episode rule is dead.
Francis,
I'll be honest.
sometimes you can have all the nuance in your show that you can talk about, but I just can't live with it. Sometimes it just doesn't carry it.
Also, I gotta say, you know, it's not like other isekai because it subverts expectations is true from like maybe 10, 15 years ago, but nowadays we've had so many isekai that subvert every expectation. Like, having an isekai that doesn't do the normal isekai thing
there's
is the normal isekai thing now.
so much trash.
Seriously,
now.
they make meta commentary on themselves all the time.
Okay, no, it's always like the biggest tropes in isekai right now are always, man, I'm the weakest class.
But I'm
Not
overpowered.
really. Yeah.
Oh man,
Also-
there's a truck coming at me. This is where I die and become
No.
reincarnated.
Here's another one. Have you guys heard of this invention from Japan? Let me tell you, rice.
About
Right.
the fax machine.
Also,
Yeah.
slavery is bad.
Oh god, don't get me started on that one. That's the worst one, man.
That's not what anime told me.
But I just hate those
That's
tropes
true. They don't even say it's bad. They just go along with it.
where they essentially dumb down the populace of this other world. And the protagonist has to come in here like enlightened Jesus when, hey, we're already introduced to them. They're a weeb, they're a neat. There's just no really redeemable quality other than they're a normal person who gets born with the greatest power in whatever this world is. That's not happening in Zenshu.
Well, they do kind of get the greatest power in that world because he gets to draw whatever she wants and solve the. Anyway.
It's not the greatest power in the whole world. There's limitations.
Oh, okay.
And there's setbacks and drawbacks.
Oh, that hasn't been done before.
That you haven't seen because you've only watched 3 episodes.
Maybe it's your love for Chrono Trigger-esque
I
aesthetic.
love
I don't really care for it.
subverted tropes, original anime stories, and anime references.
Wow.
References.
Man, if I could make an
Man.
anime podcast with those people who just like the same things I like,
It'd be a shit podcast.
send your resume over to nbfiller
Oh my god.
gmail.com.
Hey Francis, do you like this? Yeah,
Yes, Francis.
I love this, Francis.
But have you considered? You know what? I did, and that's a good point.
Man, if you had a 3 Francis podcast, they'd just be trying to one up each other the whole time.
Let's move on to our weekly topic, or whatever the heck topic.
Mm.
We're gonna talk about manga we've read recently.
And manga.
Manga.
Okay.
Oh no, it is the 3 Francis podcasts. I read the manga on that one.
Ugh.
You read the manga on the 3 Francis podcast?
Yeah, that one.
Sure.
I wouldn't have any other choice.
I wrote the Chinese novelization translated to the 3 Francis problem. And then the sequel, the 3 Francis solution.
Mm.
Do you guys have any manga you've read recently?
I read manga always recently.
Well, I do.
All right, go ahead. Don't wait too long.
Good segue.
The courtessy pause.
Interesting.
Paused. He was too late. I've been dying to say
Too late.
this.
If anything, I already said it, and then you just cut it.
Nah. Get out of here. You're so slow.
Sure. You know how they were like, do you listen to people talk, or do you wait for your turn to speak? Go ahead. It's I guess your turn by
Of course. I've been dying to spill this. Niam's gonna love this story.
Wait, okay, what's up?
Leah?
All right, so recently I read old-time manga from 2000s, I think, called Suzuka.
Oh, no.
Old time?
Oh, God. What's it
25
called?
years old, dude. Suzuka, it's a romance manga from back in the day
About track
by Koji Seo.
and field.
Yeah, there's this girl who practices high jumping.
Uh-huh. Is her
And-
name Suzuka?
Yes.
Okay, well, that makes sense. Track so far. Oh, man. Early 2000s manga and songs being named after
Oh.
whatever girl.
Yep.
Remember
Yeah.
when Yu-Gi-Oh was named after Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh.
The main character is the dude, I forget his name.
Oh my gosh. There's an S in there.
Yeah, there's maybe.
I think
He basically witnesses her practicing and he falls in love with her first sight. And it's just a romance of both of them throughout the whole thing. It's like 200 chapters or something. And you see them slowly try to warm up to each other. And this manga is like a drama mess. People are like, what the heck is happening? What is the main character doing? Or why did she do that? It's just like a soap opera, almost. It's
This was around the same
this is
time.
actually kind of selling me on this, yeah.
Nana was coming out also.
Oh.
This is that same time period where everything was melodramatic.
Yeah,
You got the misunderstandings, you got the...
I forgot how rom-com and just romance mangas differed, but I'm just like, this is just definitely just a lot more drama-oriented. There's some comedy in there, but the drama is just the main point. And I also forgot that they just show boobs randomly once in a while.
Yeah, that was also a 2000s fixture.
You're
Carried
like,
over from the
all right,
90s.
there's a shower scene. They'll just steam coon it up or something. Nope, it's just a full-on shot.
Man, come on. Even Sailor Moon had boobs just in the
manga?
movie.
Yeah. In the 90s, they...
Never read it.
Yeah,
I think where it really starts changing is when you've got stuff like To Love Ru releasing, and then editors were like, put in some steam.
That's a little bit too
More
much.
steam.
It's actually kind of funny. The less sexualized it was, the more they actually showed nudity as kind of just natural.
So throughout the manga, you see them slowly get together and maybe sometimes fall further apart, but you know, you get the point. The manga is called Suzuka. She's gonna be the winner. There are like a couple girls.
Okay.
Doesn't
Are
feel
there
like
also a couple of guys, or is it just one guy?
one dude.
Oh, man.
But there's a couple of girls.
There's a couple
And
of girls.
sometimes it's like, oh man, he could totally get with this girl who's not Suzuka.
Even though the manga's named after her.
Well, maybe it's just a story of her, like, moving past this relationship. I don't know.
I mean, I can think of some occasions where...
But
Oh.
whoa. So the best part comes here. So at the end, they get married, yada yada. They go through a lot of problems.
and that's Suzuka.
They have a kid.
Okay.
They're pregnant.
Uh-huh.
So they get married. So
Wait.
Koji Seo likes to make mangas in the same universe because he has 3 mangas specifically that are connected, kind of. And the next one is called Kimi no Irumachi, which is the town where you live,
Oh.
which is based on,
Sounds really similar to Erased.
yeah,
No, that is
Kimi ga Inai.
Kimi ga Inaimachi or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
and where you're not.
Yeah.
This manga features different completely casts. It doesn't actually matter with Suzuka at all, except for there's a few cameos of Suzuka with her daughter, whose name is Fuka.
Huh.
And you see her as a kid, and she just shows up in the manga like a couple times.
This is just like the My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute universe.
Sure. I don't really get it, but sure.
Remember when
Seo-
they showed up in Aramanga, Sensei?
Yeah, I guess so. You're
I mean,
right.
there's also the Shinkai verse, I guess.
The
Yeah. Weathering with You, they show up.
Anyway, Kyuseo Koji's 3rd manga series.
His name, Fuka.
Whoa, let's
You
go.
won't guess who it's about.
The daughter.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The final page of Kimi no Irumachi is Fuka actually running to the first page of Fuka.
That's pretty sick.
That's sick. And she's
Okay.
grown up in high school now.
All right.
So it's a manga about her. Actually, I guess the main character is a dude who meets Fuka.
Oh, okay.
And they make a band.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's a music anime.
Oh, shit. That's pretty cool.
It's music manga.
Yeah, it's a music manga, which kind of doesn't work in my opinion. I don't really care for music that's just in manga
come
form.
on now.
I'm just like, oh, the characters are like, man, I feel the passion for this music. It's just overflowing. I'm like,
Alon can't relate to passion.
I can't do this.
Wait, can't they do it kind of like, I don't know if you guys ever read any AO3 stuff, but they used to have like fanfics and stuff that was like, oh, listen to this like song while you're reading this part or something.
Oh yeah.
So the reason I started this whole thing was because I remembered Suzuka, and I also remembered I watched Fuka, the anime, which came out like a couple years ago and had 13 episodes. And by the way, this thing has 300 chapters.
Oh, shit.
I'll say
So, and there was a stopping point for it, and it's just like, oh, okay.
it's where the anime
Living happily
ends,
ever
basically.
after. And I'm like, I called Francis the other day, and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I'm reading Suzuka and Kimi no Irumachi and yada yada. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna make my way to Fuka and stuff.
As
And,
we're having this conversation, I'm laughing. Man, I'm just like,
and this motherfucker is just like, oh yeah, I read Fuka until a certain point, you know, with the truck and everything. I just couldn't stand it. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, no, what? No, nothing. It's like, you watched the anime, you said? It's like, what happens in the anime? And I'm like, did this mother fricker just like spoil something? So I get to chapter like, I don't know, 50 or some
About
stuff.
30 something, I
And
think.
guess what happens?
It happens pretty.
Get hit by a truck to go to Isekai.
Well, first.
Fuka is running to the concert that they're gonna have as a band at the school or some concert venue, and they're like, "Yep, Fuka is gonna come here. We're gonna rock it out and everything." And then in the middle of it, you see that she didn't make it, and the main character actually has to be the one who sings, and they find out, oh shit, he can sing.
Oh.
And then the next chapter, he's like, my girlfriend's dead. What? I'm like, what the fuck? I hate you.
So I read the manga as they were publishing the chapters.
In the anime, she lives.
Which is why I never watched the anime. I didn't know that they did that.
In the anime, I actually have to rewatch it. There is a scene with a truck, and he's just like, bro, watch it. What the hell are you doing? And then she goes to the concert, and they live happily ever after dating and whatever. And I'm like, this is okay. This is an okay ending.
But as it was airing, I would actually watch like live react threads. And I could tell like a few other readers were also reading the threads.
Manga readers ruining
Oh no, no one ruined
the
it.
experience the
No
entire
one ruined everything.
25 years later.
This freaker right here
I
had to be spill the beans.
just thought for some reason you guys would know. It was kind of infamous. And you know, everyone's like, Seo Koji, you've done it again.
Romance manga spectrum is not a thing. I read Suzuka way back then, and I was like, what the what just happened? This manga's name is Fuka.
Oh.
And Suzuka, her mother shows up later too, and I'm just like, this is so ass.
This is. Have you seen?
You spent, this is like 12 years of buildup to Fuka being grown up and actually like being a story being told about her, and I'm like,
She actually aged in real time, basically.
Yeah. Oh my God.
For
That's
anyone
crazy.
who came and entered from.
and to make matters worse, this motherfucker reintroduces a girl character again.
What's her name?
Her name is Fuka. Oh my God.
Does she play music?
And she plays an instrument. And joins the band.
Maybe he'd like regret it. And he's like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let me just write her back in here.
Just like, why do you do this to me? Worse, he introduces a third character.
What's her name?
Not Fuka, but she looks like Fuka. She has the same character design. There's a reason for it, but it's still bullshit.
So funny. See, so I dropped it around the truck scene for
What?
a couple of chapters.
You're insane.
No. I kept reading up to like I think their beach gig.
That's like almost to the end.
What? Really?
That's literally like 20 chapters out.
I guess I did keep with it for a while. But then I got sick of it.
Then I got sick of it. I read for like 12 years worth of content.
Maybe it's a different beach gig. It's been a long time.
Oh my
I
God.
was like, never again, Seo Koji. But then came out with another manga series called Hitman, which is about a manga editor. And it's also part of the Seo-verse. So you see a bunch of people, and characters from Fuka come back in, and it's like, hey, what happened? And there's literally a chapter where it's, I want to write a manga based on your band. Including and paying respect to Fuka. And I'm like, man, I got a back read. What happens in Fuka?
Meta commentary at its finest.
It was great. I think that's really the turning point from when Seo really went well. There was no cucking, there was no trucks, no crazy injuries.
Only after he did it all. I had an inkling of what was gonna happen, but it would probably have like, it shocked me, but it would have shocked me so much more if you didn't say it even.
Yeah, all I said was there's a truck.
I was like, all right, she's getting to the
It's a
concert.
moving
obviously.
truck. It's a moving
Oh
truck.
yeah, and what does truck mean in anime?
Well, at that point, you'd already watched the anime. You couldn't have known it was about Fuka.
Dude, I totally forgot Truck-kun actually had a kill count back in the day. Nowadays, he's just a joke. He doesn't kill anyone anymore. Isekai's characters die in different ways now.
True.
I guess they're not as often. But what about
Truck-kun's kill count is like way down now.
It is pretty far down. I was thinking of Zombieland.
But don't worry, guys. Fuka is actually a pretty good manga, even afterwards. It turns into a drama, not a romance really. Romance really does a backseater. It becomes a character development for the rest of the band after he kills off the beloved character everyone loved and probably isolated 50% of his fan base.
I guess it's one of two things. Either like they were just trying to up the drama at the time, and like it was like the more dramatic of a thing you do, the better.
Oh, dude, this loves drama. He loves drama.
That's the thing. If he just in it for the love of the drama, if he's doing it for the art, you know, I really respect that. It's like, yeah, my fans might hate me, but trust me, this is what I really want.
Guys, remember that girl we spent 15 years with? Oh, you're gonna love this one.
Dude, that's real artistic
There was
courage
like
right
a
there.
significant drop off in readers, I think, after that. And the rest were just masochists.
She was
like
best
this
girl.
guy.
Not that there was that much competition, but she was best girl. But yeah, reading Suzuka and stuff, you're like, oh, wow, things are looking up. Everything's going fine. And then the next chapter, a shitstorm just happens because the main character's dumb. The things he would be like, it's just like, what do you mean? I want sex. Suzuka, I want sex.
The main character is saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I don't want it to be this way. It's like, oh my God, why are you like this, bro?
He's being honest with his feelings. What more could
She said no already.
Oh.
Why are you like this, bro? Yeah, that was a roller coaster of emotions. By the way, Kimi no Inumachi is also a fucking shit show. Just like, you should read it.
So that was just not related to these two
Same
manga at
universe.
all.
No, but I definitely read it for the Fuka cameos, which I was like, this feels so bad.
How long was that one? Kimi no Inumachi.
Like 290 chapters.
You just read 290 chapters for some cameos? Oh my god.
I don't know. They also come back in Fuka as well. There's even a dedicated chapter in Fuka with no Fuka characters really, and just Kimi no Inumachi and Suzuka characters. And then everyone's like, what the heck is this chapter? There's no Fuka characters in the Fuka manga. What happened to him? I thought we were getting ready for a concert, bro.
Oh my god. Man, this really makes me want to like pick up a random manga again and just like get really invested in it. I used to do that like so often back in the day, but
You used to read?
I still do, but I used to just pick up like random mangas.
Dude, it's so fun.
Yeah, man.
I don't even know why I read Suzuka back in the
Read
day.
random manga.
Oh, I think I saw them anime and it was pretty bad, but I just heard it kept going and it got better.
Which anime?
Suzuka,
Oh,
pretty bad.
I only watched the anime. On Funimation channel, in the dubbed version.
How are you still making this sound elitist? First you're like, he's like, I watched the anime. Oh, I actually read the manga. Now he's like, I read the manga. Actually, I watched the anime.
I never said actually, and that's
Funimation in the dub.
You guys have some weird selective hearing.
I have the best hearing.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining.
Well, you don't love drama? You don't watch soap operas with your mom when you were younger?
Oh? Who's watching soap operas when they're younger?
This guy.
Yeah, I guess you.
Mother-son bonding.
You were gonna say mother-daughter.
Yeah. The daughter she never had. She wanted a daughter, so what can I say? I had to be a replacement.
You really had to.
I had to step up.
The memoir comes out soon on Amazon.
He related to Mulan, but like the other way.
Be a woman.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I recommend it. It's a good read.
All right. Well, I mean, now I know the entire plot, so I don't think I'm gonna read that one.
Yeah,
but...
The journey is the fun part. The shit show.
Read the Wikipedia article.
Every time you're like, what else could he do wrong? Oh, shit. What could happen?
People have written essays on Seiyuu yeah, show, so you know it's out there.
Who?
Who? Who? People like you.
Students?
Yeah. Probably
Oh, man.
English majors.
I actually, I do remember back in like, I don't want to date myself too much, but back in like 2010.
It's too late, man.
I know.
You're old.
Yeah, 2010s and stuff. 2010s is like when I really started like getting into anime and manga and stuff. And at the time, I definitely remember I was reading like fan theories, like just like watching videos where people are like trying to explain like all the background, they all reading into it and stuff like that, and fan work as well. Yeah, AO3 and all
Just say you were reading doujins, man.
that.
Hey, doujins aren't hentai. They're not equal.
Yeah. I definitely have not read any safe for work doujins, I don't think.
Well, he was reading hentai. Unfortunate.
Wow, yeah. In the 2010s, you must have been in high school around that time.
Well, I said not, yeah, but.
I tried to protect you.
But.
Yeah, okay, so you're reading a lot of porn.
I don't know if that's still, well, okay, aside from those, but just like actual like essays about people breaking shit down. I remember when I was watching Penguin Drum. That one was one where I think I actually spent more time reading about it than I watched.
You loaded up so many pages of WordPress.
Yeah, I actually did.
You're like, oh, I need a breakdown analysis.
Every single scene, I'm like, what did this mean?
Someone explain. I love Penguin Drum. I'd love to understand it sometime.
Same.
But I don't think that really happens that much anymore. I mean, I guess there's like content just on YouTube and stuff with people talking about stuff, doing video essays.
Dumb now.
It's just, it's not the same.
I make weird stuff, but
We didn't used to get spoon-fed our content. Some of us had to do detective work. What is the spear of Longinus?
God, it's so terrible. What the heck is this thing?
Why does Asuka say Feliz Jueves?
Why do the angels explode in a cross? Why is the curtain blue?
Kaoru? Multiple episodes?
Garbage.
What? Are you kidding? It's great. Perfect. I mean,
Interviews. They explode like that because they're kind of cool.
all the real mystery is like migrated to live action TV. Severance, Evangelion of our time.
Yeah. Sure.
Actually, what the hell did that waffle party mean, man? I'm so confused.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you caught up?
No, I'm not. I just finished season 1.
Not.
Yeah.
Now you gotta wait 3 years.
For what?
Season 2.
Season 2's already coming out.
I know, but to like feel what everyone
Oh,
else does.
Yeah. No. This is like telling people who watch Code Geass right now, you gotta wait like 4 years.
Yeah, for
Yeah, you gotta experience me waiting Suzaku and Lelouch to like,
You gotta let the
Gotta let
content
it.
like settle in, you know? It's like
the finale's next week, you gotta catch up.
you do have to catch up. Or you can't be on the internet. What are you
I've already not been on the internet. I haven't seen anything about Severance, and I've been watching it for
Oh man.
6 weeks or something.
Or you just haven't been zeitgeisted yet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, as far as manga goes, do you read on your like PC or like Kindle or something, or
Either for my phone or my PC.
phone or PC? I used to read on my phone quite a bit, and I think that's why I used to read so much more. But Tachomi stopped working for me, and I got a new phone, and I never downloaded it, and like I just kind of fell off. Huh?
What's wrong with the browser?
Like a web browser?
Yeah.
Dude, the mobile web browser reading manga, that's like the worst experience of all time.
Use Manga Dex or the Viz app or the Shonen Jump app or the K Manga app.
There's so many.
Or, honestly, read on your computer. It's fine.
Yeah, reading on the computer is really the main
Or
one. but-
buy volumes.
Yeah, well,
That too. I only buy volume 1s.
I feel like that's kind of like what I aspire to, but at the same time, I'm like, where am I gonna store them? Where?
I buy volume 1s and I store them at friends' houses.
Oh my god.
All 3 of them?
No, I don't buy 3 copies of volume 1.
Only 5?
I only buy 1 copy of a volume 1 for missionary work.
Okay. How's that copy of
Which had to tell you?
Yeah, Atelier go?
It's making rounds.
Did it get back to you from Allison or?
So I gave it to you.
Yeah.
And then we all got to a party and I was like, you gave it back to
Yep.
me. And I was like, okay, Allison, just take this.
Yeah.
She took it. She gave it back to me at another party. And I was like, okay, hey.
Someone
I
else
handed
has
off
it now.
to another
Oh,
friend
yeah,
at
nice.
that same get together.
Very nice.
This is just hoeing out his volume ones.
And now there are already like 4 to 5 extra fans of Witch Hat.
Doing the
missionary
groundwork.
work.
Yeah, the groundwork is right here.
Just say you read Berserk again.
Yeah, I have been reading Berserk, and I'm honestly catching up way faster than I thought. I stopped reading Berserk maybe like 3 years ago, maybe even longer. But
I never started.
you never started? Yeah, neither of you actually started, right? Yeah.
Know that Griffin did nothing wrong.
God damn it. Find a different joke.
Griffith.
Griffith? What did you say?
Griffin.
Griffin?
Yeah, man. Well,
Peter Griffin did nothing wrong.
technically, I guess I'm right. Griffin did know nothing wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
Griffith, on the other hand, yeah, I guess that's a terrible person.
It comes up pretty often, but it comes up too often. It's at the point where everyone was like, haha, yeah, Griffith did nothing wrong. Okay, anyway.
That's literally the premise of the thing, right? That's the only part of Berserk.
There's a lot of different parts to Berserk, but I got like 300 chapters in, and the main thing was the last arc that I read, the Conviction arc, was honestly just really hard to get through. Like, it was, you know, Berserk just generally is like, oh, it has a lot of gore, it has a lot of dark themes, it has a lot of explicit violence and sexual violence and all that stuff, and it's like
Very adult.
it's always been hard to read. Well, I guess, yeah, for Berserk, yeah. But the Conviction arc was like, I got through it and I'm like, I think I'm like done. I don't know if I can handle more of this show or this series.
So that arc was the Fuka truck scene.
It was not that one.
Still sour about that.
He's so mad.
I suffered, so you must too.
It wasn't one scene. It was just an entire arc of like just the worst like look of humanity that you could like have for just like 100 chapters or something.
Niam's very weak to those.
Yeah, I think it was mainly like just the depravity and like it was about like basically, I mean, it takes place in like the Middle Ages. It's a lot of like religious oppression, torture, like poverty and plagues and stuff, and it's like seeing the worst of humanity at that point. But it's kind of like really zooms in on that.
Yeah, but poverty and plagues, those are things of the past.
Relatively,
we wouldn't
yeah.
see that today.
Not like that, no. Honestly.
What?
You don't see Berserk shit happening today, man.
Sure. I guess there's no Berserk shit.
I get it, but like, no. We were not in the 1100s or 1200s or whatever.
Really? We're not?
No. So I finally ended up picking it back up because, you know, I've been meaning to for a while, and I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna pick it back up, I'm gonna see what happens. And honestly, this is the part where it's really taking a turn. This is the part where it's becoming more like Guts, you know, the main character is kind of like struggling between this, like what happens to him and moving forward and like revenge and moving on and all that stuff. So it's becoming like really, really good, which makes me even more scared because I'm starting to realize, I'm like, wait, I've been, you know, I obviously started it way late. You know, it was only like maybe 2016 or 17 or something where I picked it up.
That was almost 10 years ago.
Right? So I picked it up late and then I stopped reading it for like years. And I was
and
like,
then
obviously,
Miura dies.
And then, unfortunately, yeah, Miura passed away, which was very sad.
Spoiler alert.
That was real life. What do you mean, spoiler? You know, real life's not a show, right? It's not manga.
Yeah, he can't relate to real life. Only manga. And anime. Gilgamesh. That's it. That's the show. We just spout out meme shit, brain rot.
Man, this should be a hit for sure.
I don't know. We need like a hawk. What's our hawk tua phrase, man? Where's our hawk tua?
Okay, Niam, keep going before he talks.
Yeah, so I'm now that I'm like continuing to read and starting to catch up, I'm realizing I actually don't have that much to catch up on left. I was like, wait, I haven't been reading this for years and I'm like so far behind. Nope, it's actually like it's not that far ahead.
The Hajime no Ippo experience.
Pretty much. So now I'm like really scared because I'm like, I know it's not gonna get to any kind of resolution anytime soon. So I'm like, well, I'm starting to get ready to just get to the end of it and have to wait forever.
But his friends and assistants are continuing it.
Yeah, you know, they're keeping his pace of one chapter a year, maybe.
I see.
Dude, that's so much more than Hunter x Hunter.
That's true.
Well, where do you guys all leave off on Hunter x Hunter, the manga?
I'm like 5 chapters behind.
I just watched the show. That's it.
Damn friggin' boat.
Yeah. I'm on the boat, but I think at the point where...
I think I miss seeing drawings.
Yeah, no. At the point where every chapter is just like 90% paragraph bubbles, I was like, I don't know if I can catch up on this.
Maybe he can just publish a novel. Maybe I'd just rather read a novel and let my
A
imagination...
light novel?
Oh, it could be heavy. I don't mind.
I need to see my sketch works of Togashi up in there.
They have some pictures in it, I think.
There are some
novels?
scribbles. Yeah. So that's what you've been reading recently in terms of manga.
Pretty much, yeah. I caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen a while back. Yeah, I think I've been reading Berserk since then.
And Alon, you've just been engrossed in the Koji-verse, the Seo-verse.
Dude, I love it.
Anything else?
I kind of want to start reading light novels a little bit, to be honest.
Oh, man.
Mostly because I like them.
Are you going to call him out on some kind of...
Elitism?
Elitism?
No, his tone was very non-elitist.
And the only reason I say light novels is because there's not enough of the manga for Index and Railgun.
You know, I think
you
I'm
wanna start
going
reading it,
to
yeah.
catch up and maybe read on some light novels.
Why?
It's double standard, man. It's double standard.
You're inventing a double standard.
You're basically doing that comic. It's like, hey, good looking. Oh, behave. Hey, good looking. Hello, human resources.
Hilarious.
You nerd. You dweebs.
Hilarious shit.
I read Jump every Sunday for free.
For free.
Yeah. You read One Piece weekly, don't you?
I actually still need to catch up on One Piece.
Are you reading any other Jump series?
Kagurabachi.
The greatest
time has passed.
the greatest manga of all
It is
time.
actually so good. Agree? Disagree? You son of a bitch.
It's just okay.
It honestly looks just like, dude, I was so confused when that meme first came out. I was like,
Dude.
I mean, I don't feel strongly about it either.
New
for
as
or
Exorcist is just okay. That's getting an anime soon. Kagurabachi is good, man. It is
against.
great.
So I just don't feel too strongly about it at all.
Oh my, what? This is, okay. Never mind.
never mind.
Your okays mean nothing to me. I've heard you talk about Seo Koji.
What do you mean? Are you trying to downplay the master author, Seo Koji, who would kill off a 15-year-old payoff?
2015 is good age to tell.
2015-year-old.
20 or 15.
2015 years in the making. Technically
Yeah. God, I hated it.
Are there any manga that you guys are reading on a weekly basis?
Berserk, I guess. Yeah, I'm unfortunately limited to just one series at a time at this point in my life.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alon, you multitask.
I do. A lot of them are monthlies, so I can't remember as well.
I guess not weekly.
It's like slime manga,
Slime manga?
Dash Bell 2,
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Hajime no Ippo.
Oh my
Excuse me.
gosh, yeah.
It's like they just come out like once in a while or weirdly, you know.
Is your caretaker here? Are you fine without your cane, your walk? Do you read anything that was published post 2020, maybe?
Bro, Dash Bell 2 is new,
Dash Bell 2 is a continuation of Dash Bell 1.
which aired, not aired, which started writing last year.
Yeah, Gash Bell 2.
I don't count that. I count that as a continuation. That's just Dash Bell continued. That's like saying I'm reading.
Oh shit, what happened?
He trapped his cam.
Oh no.
Okay, we'll take that sign. Good for you, buddy.
Why are they shitting on my reading habits? What's wrong with him?
I need something new. I need something fresh.
Wait, you read weekly? Oh yeah, I mean, you read Shonen Jump weekly, but...
I read Shonen Jump weekly,
Yeah.
but there's other manga that's not just Shonen Jump Sunday stuff. There's a Boichi. Boichi has a new series out
Wait, what? Which one?
called The Outlaw King. There's literally 5 chapters out right now.
Holy shit. I gotta catch up on Berserk. But then after that, maybe.
The art is amazing. It's classic Boichi. The storytelling is also classic Boichi in that, the pacing is
Yeah, I read Dr.
I like
Stone.
it so far. Dr. Stone wasn't written by Boichi.
Yeah, that
it's
was
just illustrated.
illustrated, yeah.
Yeah, I watched Dr. Stone.
You gotta go back to the original, dude. Sunken Rock blew my mind when I first read it.
But the basic premise
Yeah.
for Outlaw King, the son of the most legendary outlaw in the world, which is just apparently a big kind of Trigun style Western world, out to make a name for himself. It really opens up with him just killing his dad, the Outlaw King.
Bro, spoilers. What the hell?
No, that's literally the first
my God.
page.
I haven't started reading it yet.
Literally the first page.
Literally the plot description. Oh my god!
Francis is gonna truck a 5-chapter
And then
manga.
a truck shows up.
Again!
But no, it's funny seeing a lot of, the same Boichi faces that you might have seen in
Oh, classic.
Dr. Stone. It's like, oh, here's the,
Here's Taiju number 3.
there's the Senku XP. There's the Suika XP. And I'm sure more will come.
The facial expressions were similar, but I definitely felt like Sunken Rock had a very different style than all those other ones.
Okay, sure. But now he's mainstreamed
Yeah.
his style. He's streamlined his style a
Man,
little bit.
this really does make me want to I'll get the Viz app or
reading.
something and just start reading on my phone. 'Cause
It's free.
I used to read so much more when it was on my
Or
phone. It's
worse,
crazy.
at the very worst, it's like $2 per month.
Sure, yeah.
What's the matter? You don't have $2?
Wait, you guys don't have cell phones?
We were doing 2 different memes.
Yeah, we were.
How many chapters?
It's 5 hours now.
It's only 5.
Weekly.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Releases
though,
weekly.
that's the other thing. There's a couple of, I mean, there's a lot of things that have changed with my manga reading habits in the last few years. One of them is just I stopped reading weekly. Like I can't do weekly anymore.
Just go for old stuff then.
Yeah, that's basically
Like
what
how
I'm
I
doing.
picked up Suzuka again.
What do you think I'm reading right now? I'm reading Berserk.
Gash Bell
But
2.
something finished.
Well, Berserk is
Whoa.
kind
Like I literally read like 600, 800 chapters.
Before Berserk, I was reading Vagabond. That's also finished.
That's not finished.
It's not getting any more chapters. It's done.
Technically, Orb is finished.
Yeah, we're gonna finish the show.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it right now.
Don't tempt me, bro.
No demo. You know, where you're being persecuted and you just look at the candy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, for instance, that time where, quick, let's pull the footage from when these guys were shitting on me for.
When you were shitting on yourself on our behalf?
Me when Seo Koji is apparently a bad author. Off with the heretic. Be on the cross, Francis.
These guys, when they don't like Zenshu because they're too impatient.
None of them.
Easily, it could be done. It's actually a lot, you know, I thought I was worried it wouldn't be as big in the West right now because it's only on Netflix. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what makes it bigger in the West?
No.
Netflix is more popular here.
Nah, like JoJo Part 6 died.
I don't know. Is that really just because it was on Netflix?
I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of it's a bit too weird and it was on Netflix.
Okay, being weird is definitely not why a JoJo would fall off. You know what you're signing up for at that point.
How many people do you know that just had a lot of conversation about JoJo Part 6 as it was airing, though?
No.
I don't know if that's fair because it was me and the group chat of other people who were very much into
that
the
is
same
not
shit.
fair.
Yeah. So I knew a lot of people who were talking about it because I was in the group chat. But but outside that, I think you're right. Golden Wind definitely felt like it was a way bigger, like, you know, it was just bigger in the community, I guess.
Yeah.
Gay men are in demand.
There was plenty of gay men in JoJo. Did you see Poochie? I mean, part 6.
In an
I
American
was like, Part
prison.
6?
Part 6, yeah.
But were there 5 gay dudes?
I think Sakamoto Days is picking up a lot of conversation.
About how bad it is?
Yeah, I thought that died off. Like, it was, at first it was like, oh, hey, Sakamoto Days, it's pretty good. But then it came out on Netflix.
Yeah,
and
then
we
you
were
had a
like,
bunch of manga readers like, damn,
It's kind of bad though.
y'all should read the manga instead.
yeah, you would never be such a guy.
No, I didn't
No,
say
never.
that because I've only watched 1 episode of the anime.
And then he was like, yeah, I should not watch
No.
this.
And then I was like, anyone watching this? And like, no one said anything. So I was like,
I mean, I started watching it, and the voice actor was my favorite voice actor. But
I see an off comment once in a while, like being like, yeah, Sakamoto Day kind of sucks.
I've been seeing people say that, and then I've been watching. It doesn't look bad. It just looks fine. It looks okay. I think what people were disappointed in is just that the fights look so dynamic that they can remind you of a 1990s Jackie Chan fight. You know, where there's a lot of improvised fighting tools or environment use that's like kooky. People were hoping that those scenes would be very One Punch Man season 1 type of.
yeah, it's a type of show where like the adaptation can really make it or break it.
Right.
Like with Spy Family, right? Spy Family should not have been that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
the
the adaptation was like so well done that it blew up with its help.
I think it was a great story without an anime.
Yeah, but it wouldn't
Demon
have
Slayer
blown up
might
as
be
well.
a better argument where
That's
it's
true.
just like
That's true for sure.
people say the story is mid, but the animation really carries
What
the
a
show.
controversial topic.
Oh yeah.
It's not that controversial,
Yeah.
man.
So controversial.
This is the podcast with the hottest takes.
Mid Slayer.
Shonen is trash.
Oh, there he is. Oh yeah.
There he is
He shows
again.
his true colors.
The weekly shonen reader.
No. I think the common consensus is a lot of people who didn't read the manga and they're watching Sakamoto Days do like it. And you're just getting sour notes from some manga readers who are like, you guys don't know it. We were classically trained.
Classically and contemporaneously.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Times it's
like-
better off not knowing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna yuck someone's yum, but you know, some people don't grow out of that.
Yeah, and I mean, even
Giving us manga readers a bad name. It's rough out
they
here.
don't have to give you a bad name. You already called manga readers.
Rough out here. Rough out here.
Scum.
Man.
Oh man.
What happens when you try and read?
I think it was also just like expectation setting.
I
mean,
think so.
I didn't hear much like shit talk from it after I started watching it, but just like the expectation down in the beginning was like, oh, this is gonna be like a really good one. It's
Right.
been getting hyped up, but
Yeah.
ended up being like, okay,
Yeah.
So what are you gonna pick up now? That's finished.
I gotta catch up on Chainsaw Man. But
No.
Catch
We're
up
not
on
talking about
Chainsaw
that.
Man, catch
Well-
up on One Piece.
catch up on Hajime no Ippo.
Come on, dude. Pick something finished and long and just read through it all. It's a binge session. It's nice, to be
I
honest.
mean, those are already binge sessions for me. Like that's what I've been kind of doing. Is I'm like, I start catching up on something and I kind of go at a slow pace. And then by the time I'm caught up, all the other ones that I was reading before now have like a backlog of, I don't know, 30, 40 chapters that I can catch up on.
Just read Witch Hat Atelier.
Yeah, maybe I'll read that.
There you go.
But that's not finished.
Oh. That means it fits right into your taste.
I just want to go pick up a random one too. And just,
Yeah, that's what I used to do, is just pick up a random, like something that was on
from like
first page of Manga
2000s
or something.
2010s.
You know what's finished? Blue Giant. And its sequel, Blue Giant Supreme.
I don't think I know that one.
The movie was good.
Jazz manga.
Oh.
Another thing I just can't read. Music.
Just put the music on in the background while
No.
you're reading, bro.
They are literally playing jazz classics that you can just put on in the
Or
background.
I just watched a movie. Or.
Okay, you walrus. No, there's a lot of good weekly manga. Would I pick up anything finished? Maybe.
Do you ever?
Okay.
I mean, once it finishes, like if I start it and then it finishes.
No. Like a finished one. You're just like, oh, this looks like a good read. Let's just read it.
Oh, you know what? I have done it. Fire Punch.
Well, yeah, I can see where the line comes from. Yeah, Fire Punch
Yeah, there you go.
was a weird ass read. So freaking weird.
Maybe that's
Who
what I
knew
need to
Chainsaw
do.
Man was not the weirdest thing he wrote?
Yeah, I mean,
Is Fire Punch not insane to you?
it's in there.
No,
It's
but
very out
I think
there.
the question for Francis is, do you realize that Chainsaw Man is insane?
Fire Punch is way insane.
Yeah, but like, see, you're saying like, oh, who knew that Fire Punch or that Chainsaw Man wasn't the most insane thing you knew? And I think Francis' reaction was just like, Chainsaw Man's insane? Like, that doesn't even register.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, he's got the one shots, he's got Fire Punch. It's like you've got a figure of what you're probably gonna end.
I think that's probably the next thing I'll pick up. I'll pick up Fire Punch after I'm done.
Oh, what a read. What a read.
It's finished.
Niam can't read happy stuff. Go back to your Yuri.
I was pretty happy.
I was gonna say
Citrus Plus.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I think the last manga that I picked up randomly that was already finished and I read it was Girlfriends. It was a romance manga that was just like
Between girls.
yeah, basically this girl just realizing that she's into it, just meets this girl, becomes friends, and realizes she's into her, and it was like the whole. It was very much like early 2000s ish, like drama, like oh, you know, like
Ahead of his time.
Yeah.
That's forbidden love.
not
No?
quite like that. It was actually like it was a very like nuanced kind of fairly realistic like approach to it.
Okay,
So
sure.
you're gonna read Citrus Plus?
I don't think I'm gonna do that one. No,
Come on, dude. It's a sequel to Citrus.
I was looking.
Another Yuri.
I do pick up a lot of random Yuris.
He has a taste.
Yeah, for sure.
You pick up a lot of random Yuris.
Manga.
No, I know that.
I remember.
But is it really random then?
Yeah, it's like.
Well, you know, there's like thousands of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe.
sure.
I got my entire like friend group to read Girlfriends. I was so into it at the time. I was like, this is the best romance manga I've ever read. You guys don't understand. You need to read this.
And they all read
They all
it.
did, and they were like, wow, that was pretty good.
Interesting.
I might have to read this now.
Dude, I'm telling
I'm gonna
you, you
come
would
back
love
next time and be like, that was so shit.
it. I hate you.
You know? You know what's better? Rent a Girlfriend is better.
I hate you so much.
I read that weekly too.
I was liking it up until the truck scene.
And it just really threw me off. I was getting some Fuka vibes.
Romance manga is a good one. I haven't picked up a romance manga in a long time. You're right. I haven't read anything happy in a really long time.
Tune into the Midnight Heart is another weekly thing.
That's the name of a series. You're not just
That
telling
is-
me to do that.
That is the
Okay.
that is the name of the series. They just announced an anime for it about this guy who, back in middle school or something, would listen to a podcast
Relevant. All right.
of this one girl, and he was like the sole listener basically, and they like get to know each other, but they lose touch and he never actually finds out who she is. Bam, high school, he joins the broadcast club and there's 5 girls who basically one of them is probably her. But he doesn't
know which one?
Yeah, he basically makes it his goal to help them all achieve their dreams because then at least he helps her achieve her dream.
What do you think? They would name the anime after one girl to make it easy on you?
One wants to be like a voice actor, a VTuber, a broadcast announcer.
Wait, when did this come out?
Out right now, it's happening.
Oh, when did it start?
I'd say like in the past year or 2.
Oh, okay.
It has to be like in the year or 2. Everything is turning into VTuber stuff.
It's basically quintessential quintuplets.
I didn't actually read that one either.
He likes it a lot.
But it's great. It's so good.
I don't see the appeal.
Well, there's 5 girls, 1 guy. What else do you need, I guess?
So how do you compare it
It's
to
like a
Cafe
mystery.
Terrace then?
Oh, wait, are you talking about the quintessential quintuplets or are you talking about this one? That you see the appeal?
It's the same thing.
It's the same one, yeah.
Cafe Terrace is the same thing? Or Goddess
know.
Cafe?
No, that is a whole different fun because it's like if you're familiar with Seo Koji, it's funny comparing that to his previous stuff because it's just it's ridiculous. It's like, oh man, he's finally lightened up a bit. It's
Oh.
So it's not a Tesla car on fire anymore.
No,
It just
no.
doesn't go out.
it's just like this is fun. This is nice.
Did you say Tesla car on fire?
Yeah.
A news headline I've been missing? Do they catch on fire now?
Confession.
Apparently they just don't go out. The fire doesn't go out until it burns through all the chemical reaction in the battery, even if you put like, fire hydrants on it or whatever. So it just keeps burning for a long time, which is what I expect from those kind of mangas.
When you mentioned, he's lightened up recently, that actually reminded me of something that I can't believe I forgot while we were talking about reading manga. We watched the first adaptation of Dead Demons Destruction. That was actually the last manga I think I picked up that was already finished, was Oyasumi Punpun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Same
See,
author. I still have
doesn't
to
read
watch
happy
the
stuff.
series. I still have to watch the Demons. I'll watch it eventually.
Are you allergic to happy things?
I don't know, maybe. I don't know what's been going on recently, but probably. But yeah, Asano Inyo was one of those. I think actually, basically, once I finished Punpun, I started reading Dead Demons, and I think there was like an interview or like a side panel or something that he wrote. He was like, after Punpun and everything, I kind of thought maybe I should write something that's a little bit more lighthearted.
Something about love and friendship and
I
whatnot.
don't know if it was lighthearted, but just more optimistic. I feel like the entirety of Punpun was depressing, but you can have something that's depressing, but the message of it is positive.
Yeah.
That one was just entirely no, everything sucks. Everybody sucks. Everything is fucked.
I definitely didn't feel that way with Dead.
Yeah, Dead Demons was a lot more it had a lot more layer of comedy, sarcastic comedy to it. Kind of dark comedy.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it by the time we get our
And
next episode in.
It's on politically great. It's caught up in political times.
Okay, sure.
It's relevant to our times.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Our great president makes a cameo.
Okay, sure.
It's not even the English dub, it's just the Japanese normal. They gave him an English voice actor, and oh my god.
Okay.
So good.
All right,
It is just him.
I'll write my thoughts down.
But yeah, honestly, I think that's kind of what the draw of manga has been to me recently is
Sad things.
sort of, but Asano Inyo just had really striking visuals, I think, in his manga. His paneling, his just the art that he had was he set it up really well in that sort of way where it was you kind of felt like a payoff to a build-up, right? It was things that the character was feeling, the storyline leading up to this huge double page spread that would really hit you hard.
Everything had a purpose.
Yeah. It was a really well done manga visually. And same with Vagabond too. I think I started Vagabond around the same time or probably before that. But it was also the same thing where they just pay a lot of attention to the arts. They have all these really striking visuals to drive home the emotional impact of the scene.
Composition, the technique,
sure,
everything.
sure.
That's why I read the romance manga sometimes. They have a lot of detail. They put a lot of detail on the clothes and on the hair.
Oh, sure. Nice.
Dude, their hairs are actually just going everywhere, in different strands and everywhere.
Is this a Nozaki-kun reference?
I don't remember. But dude, you read something and you notice in some manga, when there's a pattern on a sweater, and obviously the characters aren't just like this,
Yeah.
and they're in poses and whatever. sometimes the manga author just puts the pattern onto the sweater and that's it. Like the pattern doesn't change with creases or anything.
Oh, sure.
But when they actually do the work, because these are like screen tones that you have to put on there.
Yeah.
And you just have to just layer them like specifically so they're showing creases and turning and everything. You're like, that must have been like so long. This one sweater in this one panel.
Kudos to that one assist.
Or like that one plaid skirt. Small details like that is what I love. They don't do that in other genres of manga, to be honest. Romance manga are the ones they pay more attention to the clothes like that and stuff.
Oh, like specifically to clothes and like the character details like that? Well,
Yeah.
that depends, I guess, but...
Anything else? Has anyone been getting into anything else? Not just manga?
Manhwa. How about that one?
Wow.
We're talking about Boichi.
We're going international.
Yeah, we're going international.
Solo leveling?
so actually, I don't know. I read this, I don't know if it was like an opinion piece or article or something, but it was just like, with the success that Solo Leveling has been getting, I think they've greenlit a bunch more manhwas and stuff. Like, they're going to start adapting a lot more into animation.
Apparently it was like top watch last year.
Yeah.
Like numbers came out and it's like, what?
Wait,
Really?
for season 1, you mean?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they got numbers from last year.
Oh, I was thinking like season 2. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Season 1, what the hell, really?
I don't know if it was number 1, but it's one of the top watch last year. And it was like, really? Oh man.
I've still not gotten into it.
Oh, really? Manga or
Whoa, manhwa. Put some respect on it.
manhwa
Or anime. Yeah, no.
It's a different feel with which medium you enter. Because the manhwa is a lot more, how do I say this? Just cool, edgy aura farming and just like the fights are epic and stuff. And there's a lot of contrast they use that they didn't with the
What's
anime.
the anime? Use words to describe the anime.
The anime, all right. The anime actually adds in a lot more character drama that because they added quite a bit of scenes, extra scenes to like try to flesh out the story or the side characters.
Oh, to make it mean something.
Yes, so I actually didn't appreciate it.
How dare you try to make it? Why are you making this more sophisticated?
Because my expectation was the first amount, I'm like, they're just gonna make it go, just freaking aura farm everywhere. He's gonna be so cool. But, it's not a bad take. He still does like, some like sick fights. There's a lot of extra added layer to it that I could appreciate a bit.
I just can't believe how before this even takes off, this supposed wave of, manhwas getting anime adaptations, there's already like, I've seen like a lot of people reacting like negatively to it. They're like, oh, look, it's every single episode of Solo Leveling. And like, oh my God, you damn E-ranker, you can't come with us. And he's like, please, sir, I need your help. And he's like, and then 2 minutes later, oh, I can't believe this E-rank dungeon is actually S-rank. Oh.
Some power fantasy.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm weak, but I'm actually strong.
Exactly.
Hey, it's an old manga, what can you do?
But see, that's the thing. The only thing you got to do is you got to do it well.
Yeah, you gotta do it good.
Are they doing it well?
Yeah, they were doing it really well.
You know
for
what?
season 2.
You know what Kirito didn't have? He had no aura.
That's true.
He had zero aura.
Say
Black swordsman?
But let's not pretend everyone wasn't about Sword Art Online during that first.
Oh no, it
2011.
definitely was. It wasn't like you glaze Kirito and be like, you worship him.
Well, it depends who you ask, I guess, but...
I get wanting to have girls fawn over you, sure. But it wasn't like, it was, I want girls to fawn over me, not I want to be Kirito specifically
wish
because he's such a
fulfillment.
badass.
Plain, boring protagonists who don't have any real... Oh, there was this one time I led this party to a dungeon, they all died. And it haunts me, but let me win all my battles and make everyone fall in love with me.
Oh, Sun Jing Woo? Is that his name? Did I get his name right?
So don't leave us hanging. Did he get his name right?
Who knows?
The main character of Solo Leveling, his name was Sun Jing Woo, right?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh my God, I hate it. I did see this one that was like, oh, you love Solo Leveling? And he pulls a gun and he's like, name 3 characters.
Well,
Sun Jing Woo? Sun Jing Woo's sister?
oh my God. Sun Jin Woo's mom? His dad? God damn.
Actually reminds me, I feel like Solo Leveling has been reminding me a lot of Kaiju number 8. Both of those were shows that I really loved watching, and I was trying to explain like why it's so good. And I'm like, they just do their thing really well, man. There's nothing like that special about either one of them, but they just...
No, it's like getting a hot dog, you know?
But a really good
But
one.
they're a really good hot dogs.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I'm just in the mood.
Sometimes it's a really good Costco hot dog.
Yeah. Or sometimes you want a shitty burger.
But I did want to ask, like, you read a bunch of manhwa. Have you read a bunch of manhwa?
I read a lot of chapters of Tower of God.
Well, that one already got an adaptation, I guess. I was just thinking, I'm like, if there's a wave of adaptations of manhwa, which one would I want to see?
I could see hardcore leveling coming in.
Wait, what? There's a...
Hardcore leveling.
Is that Solo Leveling's, like, prequel, or...?
No, it's super OP dude, basically, because just listen.
all right, keep going.
Basically, he's just like end game level strong in this game where you play while you're sleeping. It's called Lucid Adventure. Everyone plays while they're sleeping, and
Everyone's forced to play while they're sleeping?
no, it's just
They just choose to.
But everyone who plays can only play while they're sleeping.
yeah, that's how the game works.
Wait, if you wake up in the game and now you're playing, can you get out, or...?
I think you just exit the game, bro.
Oh, damn. I thought it was a severance thing. Anyway, keep going.
No, it's not a severance. But at the very beginning, he basically gets stripped of all his powers because of a game-breaking bug, which is on purpose. Yeah,
And then
you find
tell us why he's still strong despite that.
he's not, but he knows how to. He knows the game mechanics the best. It's fun to see his class, the gambler trait. So it's just like, all right, he just gambles a shit ton and tries to put the odds in his favor.
Okay.
And he also knows every secret to like most dungeons. So he's just like, all right, time to go level up back up. And he's just an arrogant prick.
Okay. But how many girls are in love with him?
2 maybe?
Only?
That's same as Solo Leveling.
To be honest, he doesn't really have much love interest. They mostly hate him.
Oh.
Because he tells them the truth.
No, because he's a prick.
Okay, good.
It's like a shield here. We should stop. We should stop making comparisons. We just let the show be its own show.
Just fun.
It's not even a show yet.
Yet.
Just if you're looking for some kind of adventure type show, I could see it happening.
Did you have a manhwa that you want adapted?
I could probably spend some time to actually think through more, but I was thinking of Girls of the Wilds, which is a
another
really
Yuri.
old one. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, it's pretty old. It was one that I picked up like kind of randomly. I just saw that it was popular at the time.
Is that the one with like a capital S at the end of the title?
Girls of the Wilds?
Girls of the Wilds.
Yeah. Wilds, yeah, I think it's like the school they're going to. But the main premise of it is they're in this like school where they're focused on like martial arts. So it's like the girls doing the martial arts, right? There's like the main three. And it's centered around kind of like, you know, the most powerful queen of the school sort of girl who's like unbeatable. Her martial arts is like next level and stuff.
Yeah.
Like a sweet side to her.
More Kudere type, but I guess, yeah. Main character is some random guy who is like trying to make it in the school and he's like getting better at fighting.
Okay.
But they're like helping him because he's weak.
What is this, Tomo-chan?
Sort of, yeah. But the main thing, it had a lot more drama baked in, you know, where it's like, oh, this thug like disrespected her. It's like, okay, now it's like time to fight, you know. It had a lot of good like payoffs where, you know, this guy is being mean and he's being mean to the girls and the guy is like, hey, stop being mean to them. He's like, what are you gonna do about it? And then the girl like beat them up, you know. I should reread it. I remember the. He's not gonna pick up new ones. He's just gonna reread.
I'm gonna read what I already read.
Well,
I
I caught up to it like a bunch of times in there, and the main thing is I get tired of like reading one chapter a week or a month or whatever. So I ended up dropping it after I caught up like I don't even know how many chapters, like 200 chapters or something.
This is why we pick up the old one.
Exactly. I gotta pick it back up and reread it.
You think it's done?
I think it's done. Yeah, but it'd be a really good adaptation.
What if it's like 400 chapters still going?
I mean, even better.
In 10 years, he'll reread it again with 600 chapters.
We should just do an episode where we dissect a genre and just name all these tropes.
A genre.
Like how we just shit on Isekai for a bit.
I was gonna say, can we do a Francis dissection episode?
Oh, sure.
Of Francis, or Francis is doing the dissection?
No, of Francis.
Oh, no.
It all started in 1993. What are you talking about here?
He was
You
born.
want us to psychoanalyze everybody?
Yeah.
Let's start with the
Let's
line.
start with a no.
So
I
tell us
hate
about
fantasy.
your mama.
I hate sci-fi, fantasy. Oh shit. Gundam, absolute great. Frieren, great. Probably my best opinion.
That could be fun. We'll just dissect everyone's mouths.
Oh, damn.
I'll just bring in your 3x3.
I could give you my birth certificate, social security number, my bank accounts. My Mal? I don't know about that one.
How many percentage of Yuri is there?
I wouldn't be ashamed of the year. I think I just watched a lot of trash back in the day.
We think so too, so it's nothing.
I've watched plenty of trash, and so has he probably.
Same. Oh my gosh. What's the worst anime you've watched that you actually like?
Oh, that I actually like. Oh,
That
thank
I
God.
like?
I was gonna answer before you put that.
That you actually like?
Oh, like guilty pleasure kind of stuff.
Sure. It'd be a guilty pleasure.
Well, if I liked it, it wouldn't be trash. No, I know. I'm just kidding. I know what you mean.
Those are contradicting feelings.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to feel that way.
It's hard for you to...
No, but you're like, this is...
That's true.
This is a bad show.
Let me
Like, I love
translate. Alon's saying, I could never like a bad show.
it.
It's right.
No. You know most people think
Like
it's bad.
If I go on Mal and look at all the 4.0 out of 10s, I'm like, damn, I've never watched any of these.
You watched Glass Slip, haven't you?
Oh,
Lucky
why
you.
would I do that? Did you like it?
No. But I watched it.
I guess this is more of just like a hot take sort of thing. Like, which show did you actually like?
I'd have to look at my
I
menu.
guess it's more like junk food. What's your like junk food anime? You know it's bad for you, but like you still love watching it. I guess Citrus.
So it's a bad anime?
That's a fair take.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, okay then. Someone's taking it back here.
Maybe. What was that one that oh my God, it was way worse. Because I remember it was around the same time as Citrus. I was like, guys, Citrus isn't that bad. And then I realized I gotta like recalibrate.
Sets the bar so low.
Yeah. It was Netsuzo Trap. Netsuzo Trap NTR.
Oh my, you read that?
Yeah.
I watched it.
Yeah. Both.
I can gladly say neither.
Wait. I'm getting too mixed up, but I watched both. I watched Netsuzo Trap and Scum's Wish.
Oh, actually, I want to go back and watch Scum's Wish. It had a really good ending.
Scum's Wish was actually pretty decent. Netsuzo Trap was just a shit show.
It was so bad. But
Why did you watch it or read it?
I don't know, it was like,
Why did you like it?
I thought this was a judgment-free zone.
No, but that's part of the conversation.
You gotta tell us the
prompt
reason.
was, what not good anime did you like?
Well,
So we already know why it's not good.
It's NTR.
Why did you like it?
the bit was like, so this girl was in love with this other girl, but like she was like kind of like not really like she didn't know her feelings, and she was like, oh no, I'm straight, like whatever. Sure. But she like led her on and something. So they both got boyfriends. But then the girl who knew she was in love with the other girl was basically like going behind their back and like, you know, basically like trying to seduce her and stuff, and like, you know, they were having an affair essentially.
Wow, it's like in the title. NTR, who could have guessed?
And I don't know, it was like shitty soap opera like drama that I really was in the mood for at the time.
It was Yuri with NTR.
I don't know if I like
Why
that
would you
anime.
watch? Why would you read that?
Off.
No.
I am glad I never finished it.
I finished the show, and then I was like, I want to see what happens. And then
I can't believe you finished that.
And then I was like, all right, that's enough. Once I started reading the manga, I'm like, I'm going too far.
Surely there's better hentai out there.
Domestic Girlfriend.
Read it?
I didn't finish reading it, but I did read it. I wanted to see what happens.
Why'd you like it?
Again, same reason. It was just like this, just massive, like,
Truck.
yeah, shitty drama of like, you know, just the.
Sure. Same reason you just want to
It was
watch
like,
chaos.
yeah, it was like watching car crashes.
You're the person who wants to watch the world burn.
Sometimes.
Hey,
you know.
come over to Suzuka. We got a good
Yeah, true.
we got good trash fire. In like the best way.
Like the same reason people watch like reality TV, trash reality TV shows. Like, you know, just watch for the drama. Watch it for the, you know, these
I feel like I'm hogging all the
bad
titles here. Yeah.
shows.
What do you guys got?
Was there a bad show?
Kind of like wipe them from my head if they're bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if I
No,
did
but this
watch
is you
them.
enjoyed watching it, but it was like, you know, you gotta like justify why you watched it.
I have to like dig deep back in 2000.
Back in like middle school, I would watch anything with like harem comedy romance. So, you know, you've got, obviously you've got Love Hina.
Still love Ruth.
I never actually watched The Love Room.
But it's so interesting.
See, I didn't just seek out anything that, oh, ecchi, I'll watch that. It's on the list. I'm not
That was like in the front page.
Niam. Although I did watch Girls Bravo.
Bro, that's the same stuff.
Did I like
Why are you
it?
trying to be so elitist? We're the same.
Except it had less attractive girls.
Wow, rude.
What? It's just the truth.
This was when, like, your next recommendation came from the YouTube comments. So I was like, man, someone's saying this for a reason. Let me watch it. And I was like, my middle school brain was like, this is good.
Ichigo 100%?
Of course. That was good. That is a good anime. Yeah, of course, man. It's a good. I remember that was the first time I had to go to a manga, see the actual ending, because they don't finish off the story of the anime.
Oh my god, I just remembered.
You know, apparently the winner of Ichigo 100% was decided through just reader voting.
Oh my god. That is trash.
What? What do you mean?
Wow, the popular girl won.
Because she was meant to win.
I'm just saying, popular girls don't always win. Especially blue-haired ones.
Okay.
The curse still stays true.
What did you remember?
Nothing.
Oh.
He remembered something, he just doesn't want to say it.
It's true.
Wait, say it!
It's true.
What did you watch?
Nothing. It was a Fuka thing earlier that I just forgot to mention.
There you go. I guess you like
Oh,
Fuka.
different thing. Okay.
The author made some extra chapters.
Oh.
Oh.
Each of them was featuring a girl.
Uh-huh.
They're hentai chapters based
They're
on the show.
basically hentai.
Oh, nice.
And it was just like, I thought this was just supposed to be more chapters.
Makes its
I'm just
own.
reading hentai.
That is more chapters, bro. It's relevant to the
They're
characters.
extra I think one of them is literally Fuka comes back as a ghost. Fill in the blanks from there.
There was an alternate ending one too, where she lives.
That's the anime.
It was basically just full fan service for each character.
The last time I remember that was Nisekoi. Wait, no. It was not Nisekoi. It was Bokuben.
That's a different
Bakuman.
thing, yeah.
Bokuben also had different endings.
We never learn.
Oh.
That had different endings for each character too.
Oh, actually,
It was great. I actually liked it.
What a cop out.
again, not
I
to...
liked it. Everyone should win.
At this point, I'm giving up on aging myself, but
He's 50.
I'm 55, yeah.
At least 70.
Shit, I can't remember the name of it. It was essentially like the original like anime adaptation of a dating sim game that had like a different
Tokimeki
ending.
Memorial.
Fate Stay Night.
No, it's old, dude. It's really old, and it had different endings for each character, and that's how the anime was. It was like, oh, here's like this ending, here's this ending. here's this ending.
I know what you're talking
I know
about.
exactly. It's in the
It
opening.
took place
We're-
in space, maybe?
No.
Never mind.
It's in the opening. They're at a school, and in the
You
opening,
can see that. Yeah, you can
it
see.
goes from one person's perspective to the other
Oh.
person.
Yeah, you can
and
see
they
them in
just
the
keep
background.
jumping around. Oh, what is this?
Yeah, what was it called?
Was there a green-haired girl? No.
No.
It's not Shuffle.
Oh, you're thinking of Shuffle.
Shuffle was another one.
It's not Shuffle, bro. Oh my God, you just brain. I don't know how I even remember
Now,
Shuffle.
in retrospect, is Shuffle a good anime? But you liked it.
I don't even remember Shuffle.
I like Shuffle.
I don't remember the plot.
The plot was there
There was girls and a boy.
was girls, but one of them was a demon girl who was also like the daughter of a demon king.
Is that the orange-haired one or the blue?
Purple-haired one. The green-haired one is a childhood friend,
There's purple.
or maybe not a childhood friend. She's a senpai.
Yeah, this is 100% actual fact. But the one that you're thinking of, God.
Another harem I just watched in like middle school.
Middle school, damn, they're so early.
Maybe it was early high school.
Yes.
Throw in School Days in that too.
I never watched School Days.
How could you not?
Would I like it? No.
Dude, that's like right up your alley.
I watched the boat scene.
That's like literally just, yes, this is a commentary on blah, 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 blah. This was so good. Except it's not.
It's a good deconstruction, blah, blah, no.
Show that was bad that I liked. Demon Slayer?
Frick up. Get out of there.
So original.
God, so
What? I really liked it. What's wrong, guys? I really liked watching it. It was really good.
great. Solo leveling.
I wouldn't put that in the same category.
There's a lot of anime that I would rate like a 6 or a 7 that I just liked, but I wouldn't rate them higher. They're just very
Like?
comfy shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I used to watch a lot of random like comfy shows that came out every season.
What happened to you?
I don't know. I don't have as much time. Maybe
Go back to watching
Can't be
Working.
comfy anymore.
Yeah.
Go watch the 3 seasons of Working or
No,
something.
see, that was like a major title. I used to watch the random like one-off ones that would come out like every season. Like
Like the one based on a candy shop or a
okay,
Japanese.
Dagashikashi was also like kind of
Not the guy.
No,
I'm talking about
There was a very wholesome one.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
Dagashikashi was very wholesome. Just because you read all the hentai doujins doesn't mean the show was not wholesome.
They didn't make it. I didn't make it to them. They made it to me.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Where the son comes back to work at his parents' confectionery shop.
It has like a PA Works feel.
Yeah.
It might even be PA Works.
And he basically kind of adopts this girl who was basically left by her mom and deadbeat dad.
Go watch Barukamon or something.
Barakamon, that is good.
Barakamon.
That's not even, I wouldn't
Yes.
rate that a 6 or a
I've
7.
heard that's really good.
No, I meant as a happy.
As a happy show.
Barakamon is great. That's an 8. 8.5 maybe, at most.
That's a 10.
8.6.
Yeah. I'm trying to think
I
of
don't
all
watch
the.
bad
I'm thinking.
anime.
Liar.
Yeah,
Liar.
that's actually just not true.
You've clearly confirmed you've watched Shuffle, which is not bad. It's not amazing.
But I don't remember anything about it, so I can't say anything about it.
But you can remember how you felt about it.
No, I can't, actually.
I've learned something here.
Like,
The dissection of a lawn.
dude, I just pulled out
Psyche.
so many anime from my brain today. I'm like, Strawberry Panic, man, that was something I did watch, huh? Man, that was pretty great. I think, maybe.
Did you watch Bofuri?
No,
That was one of the comfy ones that I liked.
your Sword Art Online there.
I guess it was the same like concept, but way different.
Weird. It's weird.
I remember there was one that was like My Neighbor's a Vampire, Toneri no Kyuketsuki or something.
You mean the comedy one?
Yeah, it was just like a comedy, random like.
Yeah. It was like a kid's cartoon comedy show.
Basically, I watched that one. And
Watched it. I know.
Wait, watched it.
We watched the first episode.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she did the Dio reference in the first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had Sugita.
That's right, Sugita?
Yeah.
What
One of the reasons I wanted to watch it. And then I'm like, nope. That
I see. Did you watch Mayonaka Punch?
Oh, I didn't.
was bad.
Was it? I don't think that's bad.
That was
I
bad.
think it was okay.
Did you like it?
No.
I liked it, but it's just okay. See, that's my thing. I would say like, he would say it's bad, but I liked it. If it was between I didn't like it and I like it, I liked it. On a scale of 0 to 1, 1.
How controversial of you.
But that's it. I still fulfill the conditions. That's what I mean. What, I can't get to the other side of the spectrum. What is an actual bad anime? To Alana, I've
Tachibana
already...
Triangle. That one was one that.
Tomodachi game. Sure. We'll call it that. I enjoyed it. It was pretty bad.
There you go.
I popped it out of my head.
Why? Why did you like it?
Just like mystery solving shows. I just know it was bad though. It was not portrayed that well. But I'm just like, detective shows, dude, I've watched like 2,000 episodes of Detective Conan, bro. I'm like, I eat that shit up. You know, every season there's like, I don't know, the disappearing case of Benitez or something, or the Sherlock something or whatever.
The million Sherlock animes. that are
Yeah,
coming
I'm
out.
just like, all right, I'll watch it. Alfred, you watch it.
The Millionaire Detective.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm like,
Found it. Alana will watch.
That's his trash.
I'm the audience.
Trash detective shows are like the hallmark anime.
Yeah, like that one with the performer one with the the bodiless.
That was good. What do you mean?
What was the title on that?
Oh yeah.
That was just good.
Rakugaki something. No, not Rakugaki. Rakugo something.
That definitely had nothing to do with Rakugo. You're very wrong. You're very wrong.
Wait. Oh no, that was a different one. There was a Rakugo Sherlock thing, right?
Oh gosh, I didn't even watch that.
You recommended it.
Did I?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. It was literally like a Sherlock type show, but he was doing Rakugo in the middle of it.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
That's
I mean,
the same thing.
That's the premise of the show. We're trying to remember the title.
There's no Rakugo in the title.
There's no Rakugo in the title.
I know. I remember. He said something Shinichi's blah blah blah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That was a good show.
Not good enough for you to remember the title.
It was mid by the definition mid. It was like actually just like
No.
very middle of the road.
No. That was good.
Yeah.
That was
Ate
like
it
an
up.
8.
Huh?
I ate that up.
That show?
Yeah, detective stuff.
You ate that up because it was good.
Ah.
And he's not eating it up because he's
I mean, I still watched it. I still enjoyed watching it at the time, but it's like I didn't even remember it until you guys brought it up. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, that show.
The highlight was the banter between the main two, and then everything else kind of.
Kinda, yeah. They were trying to have the.
What was the title of that?
I don't remember at all. We're so bad with titles.
The anime that Francis enjoyed so much.
Mystery Dungeon.
We should at least explain it better. It was like an immortal girl.
It was an immortal. It was a headless girl.
Yeah.
Detective.
It was just it was just her head.
He was a bodiless.
Yeah. It was just her head. He was carrying it in a cage.
Yeah.
And she would
he
help.
was an augmented.
Oni.
Kinda, yeah. Oni killer, right? Like there was Onis in this world, and then whoever took away her body was also the same guy who like augmented and experimented on this guy.
Exactly.
And then they just do detective work
great
together.
mystery.
Their greater like plot is to find the guy who.
That was fun. That was good.
And then they fight other historical figures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Werewolves and.
Yep. Vampires.
They team up with Sherlock.
They do team up with Sherlock. That was great.
Anime has such a big boner for Sherlock.
Japanese people. Same way they have like an association with fantasy genre and German towns.
Oh, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Such a big boner for that too.
That's like, I mean, there's just a lot to do with it, I guess. I don't know.
Also, any chance to mention the story Run, Melosh, Run?
I don't know that story. What's that one?
That's a Greek story, I believe, or some kind of Aesop's fable type of story where this guy is sentenced to death, but he has to say, I think, goodbye to a relative or do something first, so he begs the king to let him go and he'll be back. And he's like, I'm not stupid, why would I do that? And his friend says, Melosh, go and do your thing, I'll be here as collateral.
Oh.
It's like, okay, I'll be back, I promise. And the king says to him, if you're not back by like the week, we will kill your friend. And he's like, okay. So Melosh runs. Meanwhile, people are telling his captive friend, dude, he's not coming back, you're dead. Why would you do this? And all this time, Melosh is just doing his thing, but he always believes that Melosh will come back. And he comes back, I think very last second, and the king is so moved by this honor and the trust between the two that he doesn't kill Melosh.
Wow. That's a really good story. They should write that sometime.
It gets mentioned in an anime almost every other season or so.
I got it.
Yeah?
I like Guilty Crown.
It's in the name.
I like Guilty Crown.
Yeah, that's old. I actually remember.
I don't know if I'd like it if I watched it again though.
I liked Fractale.
Fragtail?
Oh,
Fractale.
Oh, another one.
That
in
was-
the same era. I love Batum. Batum's so good.
Doom is so trashy.
Dude, it's so good.
I'd read the manga.
Just freaking different types of dynamite. So you're just like, all right, we got the homing one, we got the shield one, and it's just like, all right, we're just throwing bombs at each other.
Did they finish the story in the anime? Did it ever
No.
end? No.
But it had a killer opening, and I don't know, it was just great. It was just fun. Dude, death games just done right with bomb. What do you need for a good death game? Bomb. Fortnite, dude, it was literally Fortnite with just bombs.
There's an episode idea. We just go through people's mouths and just have them reevaluate now in a modern.
Oh, like, I don't think I really scored any of mine. Well, I did, but all the ones that I gave scores to were like, that was a 10, that was a 10, that was a 10. Or I just
Okay,
didn't score
great.
them.
Now we'll have you reevaluate them.
I don't score either.
Oh my gosh.
It's either like, I rate them like 1, I rate them 10, or I don't rate them.
You just pissed over my binary scale thing, and now you basically do the same thing.
Well, I just didn't really, like, if I didn't try to rate them. I wasn't like in a conversation, I was just like, some of them I was like, oh my god, I loved watching this thing, and I put a 10 on there.
Strong emotions, dude.
Yeah. That is kind of the weird thing of rating things. It's like how much you like it versus how good you think it is. It can be a very different scale.
I guess technically all those robot shows back back there that I like.
Oh, you put those up.
Oh.
I love so many mecha shows from back in the 90s and 2000s. They're kind of whatever, to be honest. But I really love the robots.
They sure stand out in that wall of Mikus.
Well, there's Mikus and robots.
I was gonna say, I don't really think those count as bad shows because they're meant for kids. And then I realized we're talking about anime.
What do you think the demographic for like a lot of these were? No, robot shows don't count. Gundam, kids.
Shimoneta. A world where dirty jokes don't exist.
Oh, dude, that's a great show. That's like a 10 out of 10 show right there. That was one of my favorites of all time. It's so good.
Bad show. Bad show.
It's a really good show.
It's an enjoyable show.
No. High School of the Dead is a good show.
That is a good show.
I think it's a well-executed show.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You can't call them bad because they're good.
It's well executed. What else do you need?
Shimoneta is probably like one of the most well-done comedies in anime. It's actually really good.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you like it?
Huh. I don't know. The jokes didn't land at all. That's all it was.
No sense of humor.
It was just a bit too cringy.
Alon wants to live in a world without dirty jokes.
True.
You are the enemy.
Maybe it's that.
You're the reason for Sock's existence.
How much more anime that we forgot the names of do we want to do?
What do you mean? We just remembered all of
There
them.
was one.
What was the name of that show, man?
The one where the opening where they have
Mystery.
different
I think
perspectives.
Mystery was in the title.
Wait, which one are you thinking of?
With the and the
Give it up, bro. Give it up. Give it up.
Can't even describe it.
with the severed head detective.
Oh, you're still thinking of that one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
What do you think this was?
I don't know. I thought he was doing something else.
Birdcage, man.
Give it up, bro.
I was thinking of one that came out maybe like 2012 or something. It was blonde dude. It was about like a club at school. I think they were.
Okay, keep
The
going.
main rivalry was like the blonde big boob girl versus like the student council president or something. That was like the dark hair like.
What's the plot to?
This is painful.
Really, the plot was just like, oh, these guys are all like misfits, but they find each other and become friends, and then they like fall in love with the guy.
It's not like Seito Kayaki Undo or anything like
No, it wasn't say what.
that. I don't know.
Okay, I couldn't. It was a comedy.
I'm just naming right.
The main thing I remember from it was the school uniform was like this checkered, like green and like khaki type.
Nah, I got nothing.
Oh man,
The only thing I got is Beelzebub.
we got a bunch of shows to look up.
no idea what you're thinking of.
I think I'm just gonna look them up real quick.
Not
No.
I'm actually gonna
We
do
can't look up this guy's. We can't look up yours.
Well, we're gonna look up everything, all of them.
This guy. Just cheating. Outright. It's gonna ruin my...
Fable, murder fable. Headless murder fable. There were 3 words in this title. Headless fable murder.
Look at these Gen Zers just wanting instant gratification.
My God.
I can't believe you're the one saying that.
Murder fable headless. Mystery murder fable. I think that was the title.
Good job.
This is actually really annoying to work with, Cyrus, so I'm just gonna give up on it actually.
Yay!
Murder fable mystery. Yeah, I think that was the title. Yep.
You can keep working on that.
Mystery Mabelfurter. That was definitely the title.
Fable seems familiar. I think there was something murder.
I don't think there was any fable there, man.
Murder.
Fiction.
Farce murder party. Murder farce party.
Farce murder party. Farce murder farce. I knew there was an F in there.
Cinema.
Murder farce. Murder farce.
Yeah, something murder farce.
Absolute
gosh,
cinema.
we've done it.
We did it. We finally
We've
figured
cured
it out.
Alzheimer's.
Okay, now I remember.
We've cured mid-shows.
That was a great show.
That was not
I
a
hope
great
they make
show.
a sequel soon.
Ugh.
Yeah, because I haven't. It'll make me remember the title.
Well, if you're done with that.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're on that note.
On that note, we finally remembered all.
Next time, maybe we will dissect someone's mouths. I don't know. What should we talk about next time?
Who knows? We'll figure it out.
All right.
Next time we'll
Talk about Anime Expo.
I'll try to catch up on Berserk and then talk more about that.
I got a lot of mini rants saved up.
Oh, well, next time you got to read all of the Seo Koji manga.
I don't think I'm doing that. I gotta catch up on a bunch of other stuff.
Hey.
I keep a small little note. Like, all right, mini rants I can do on this. I'll save the Railgun one for next time.
Man, we got to cut out like a whole hour of the past conversation here, but leave in all the parts where we figured out
Murder farce further party.
farce murder party, murder farce party, farce murder party, farce
Something party murder.
Keep
farce.
going. Keep
murder
going.
fistery Marty party,
Murder fisting first. Party.
Fisting farce.
murder farce party, murder farce, yeah. What a great
Anyways.
show, man.
Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Tell us in the comments what your favorite trashy bad show is.
And tell us why Zenshu is bad.
Yeah.
No, tell them why Zenshu is great. All right. Peace.
All right.
Yeah.